we did.
Sorry for the delay. I'm going to write the topic of our discussion in the chat box, and it is the importance of critical thinking. So let me type it. Yeah. So what I want, I chose this topic, but I think because it's really important for every individual, every person to analyze and evaluate the information that they have, whether it's about themselves, whether it's about the job that they are doing very effectively. So I think I can say it's having critical thinking is like having a superpower for our brain because it helps us to look at things carefully and understand them better and help us make smarter decisions, I think. And it's about even you are solving a problem, a tricky problem, or you want to understand the world around you, you want to communicate with people, with your colleagues. I think critical thinking is like a secret power that you have. So because it's as I said, it's a power that you have in your mind and it helps you separate the facts from the uh, unrealistic things, the fictions, I can say, and you can notice mistakes better and come up with clever solutions. And um, I think it's kind of your brain's first best friend. So uh, when you have a critical thinking and you have this mindset of critical thinking, I think it can help you ask questions because for knowing better and for doing better, you have to ask questions. We have a saying in Persian in Iran that says that when you understand, when you ask questions, it's kind of like understanding the problem because by not knowing, you cannot solve anything or figure out anything, but you have to ask questions, you have to be curious to find solutions. So I think, as I was saying, it helps you um, to make decisions better. So because you when there is complex choices and you have to choose, and it's a tricky one. A critical thinking will help you see everything better and help your logic to work better, I think, and you can find better reasons to make a decision. And no matter it's a personal one or a professional one, um, it all and it always helps you make decisions better. And as we all know making good decisions is a key for success. So it also, I think, helps in effective communication. And I mean, when you have you think critically, you can better equip to communicate people's different viewpoints, and you can discuss things better, engage with people better because your mind is having this superpower and working um, faster and better than usual. And what else I can say? I think also it helps you to avoid misinformation and fake news. I think it's really important nowadays that we have all these news all around us in social media. I think when you think critically, it helps you to learn information, and also it's a defense mechanism, I think, that it can protect you from manipulation and this uh, world of news that is around you, that is not always everything is correct. So if you have a critical thinking, I think it can help you to avoid misinformation and even propaganda, because you can question the source, you can verify the facts, because you are not just accepting everything that you hear. You have critical thinking. You can think through it. You can uh, ex- uh, examine. You can I mean, you can ask and see if the source is right, the fact is okay, and you are not just accepting anything that you hear. So I think everyone has to improve this ability in themselves and try to think critically. So because it's really important nowadays that you don't just simply think. You have to analyze the facts. You have to be curious and question everything to get the right information and knowledge. So that's what I think about this topic, and I would like any of you to join and share their ideas. Thank you. Okay, I'm waiting if anyone wants.
Yes.
Hi, Alex.
Hi. Yes, hi. Thanks, CPD, for that topic. And yes, I just want to contribute as well to it is important in many ways, but I wanted to just talk on the fact that when you can think critically, then you are able to receive information, no matter how it comes to you, because can get defensive or can feel attacked, because maybe something is being told, they're being told something, maybe it's a critic, and before everything else, they want to react to defend themselves because they feel they take the information maybe personally, instead of actually, first of all, stopping and thinking, what is it that is being said to them? What is the purpose? What are they communicating to them? Are they trying to teach them something that they don't know? Or are they trying to help them to realize something, So I think critical thinking helps in many ways, but I think for me, the example that I wanted to use was that in that aspect, when an information is given to you, then maybe the first thing should be to listen, really, to listen to what's being said to you. And then the next step is to try to understand what is it saying, what is the goal, what are we talking about, is it true or is it wrong, like Sepida was saying, because then you are able to double check the sources. Is it true? Is it correct information, or is it just propaganda? And especially with the social media and all this that we are all exposed to right now, which can be positive. Of course, we have seen the many benefits of just these resources that we have access to currently that help us to know what is going on in the world and all that. But critical thinking comes in very, very handy, especially now that there's a lot of information coming from all sides, like from right, left, center. You are hearing things, you find a thousand opinions on just one topic, and it's quite difficult for someone to really, really know which opinion is the right opinion, which one is actually true about whatever is being said. So when you can think critically, then you are able to really sit down before making conclusion or assumptions, and just concluding on something and supporting an idea and go out there talking confidently about it. You actually need to first make a little bit of research, and that is through critical thinking. Try to find out, compare information from wherever it's coming from. Just try to find actually what is common about all this, and then hopefully in the process you're able to then identify the right information, the correct information, And also apart from that, I'm thinking, like a colleague, a peer can come to you with a critic, about work you did or whatever it is. And, most times as human beings, of course, maybe if you have worked hard on something and you are sure you did your work and you are confident you did it well, but if you receive a contrary or more or less contrary opinion about the work you did, the first reaction would probably be, to defend yourself or justify yourself, which is fine if you're sure of what you said or what you did. It is okay. But then again, I think it is important. I think it helps if you listen to what is being given to you, feedback or whatever it is. Is it a positive criticism? Is it negative? The only way you are able to actually know this is if you give it time, you give yourself some time to listen and understand what is being said to you. And this is when you actually apply critical thinking skills, where you sit down to see, okay, is this person coming from a good point? Is it a positive contribution or criticism he's trying to send to me? Or is he just trying to put me down? All that thinking actually will help you to know how to react, because when you identify the intention or the reason why you are being told whatever you are being told, then you are able to control yourself as well. Yeah, in a case where you find that the person is probably trying to just let you down, then you can decide to act mature, probably, instead of defending yourself and getting back to them equally just to make them feel bad. Or you can actually control yourself in that way, and that can help you determine which type of behavior you show. And this, I think, is quite a good skill, a very important skill in so many spheres of life. It could be personal or professional. And I think it is very, very important as a social skill. As human beings, we are social beings. We are ever interacting with each other. And we have to know, we have to learn how to behave. And all this comes from, understanding the people around you, understanding or interpreting the information being given to you, and, being able then to act accordingly, I think. So that's what I wanted to give as contribution to the topic. Thanks.
So, Ala, thank you for your contribution. So, anyone else wants to go ahead and share their thoughts?
I would like to contribute something.
Hi, Ritika.
Hi. Hi. So yeah, as you have also said and Arlette said, critical thinking is really important professionally and personally as well. Like critical thinking helps to solve us daily problems, so whether we are working in a professional life or in personal life as well. It helps to solve problems. It also helps to analyze things and whatever it is presenting in front of us. Critical thinking also helps to effectively communicate, like you have mentioned. You can't state the facts without checking whether they are true or not. Especially in this digital era, where we are surrounded by the information all the time. We are consuming information in so many sources and in so many forms. So we can't trust that information easily. We have to critically think whether it is correct or not, it's true or not. Critical thinking really saves us there. You can't we read so many things on the internet which might not be true, and which may affect us negatively. Like Arlette mentioned, someone is stating something or telling giving some type of information which might not be useful for us, or is just demoralizing us. So if we are critically thinking whether what this person's intention, or whether this information is whatever the other person is saying, whether it is really true or not. If it is true, and you can take it as a constructive feedback and work on yourself. But if it's just you are sensing, critically thinking, and after analyzing you find this is not true, or this is just a person is trying to letting me down, so we can ignore that, and we don't need to put much thought on that. And also like if we are like, you know, I think, yeah, critical thinking also helps, you know, to take decisions which are ethical. Like, you know, like if we are thinking something, like thinking about something critically, like we can think about like what are the consequences of the actions we are taking, like what will be the later consequences, how it will affect the person around us, people around us. And so those are like, if we do think critically, so that also help us to take actions ethically and, like, you know, save from future troubles. um, uh, I think that's it. that Thank you.
Thank you, Ritika. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah, I think as
Thank you for today.
all of us mentioned, critical thinking really comes in handy in this world of news and social media, that there's always something and you don't know if it's true or not. So yeah, you have to kind of fight this misinformation to find and things that you can trust and yeah, follow. Thank you. Thank you, Ritika. If anyone else wants to say anything about the topic, and we would like to hear.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Morning now.
Okay, so for me, I do believe one of the importance of critical thinking is it enables us to be innovative and then be able to be creative, you know, because it's one outside the box, you know, because all about critical thinking is about an individual to be thinking outside the box. And if you, one of that's a key importance of critical thinking, because it enables one to be able to be creative and to be able to be innovative. Another thing again is about the individual. It help, you know, it help you the individual to walk through different complex tasks, just like how Sepideh was mentioned just now. Okay, no, just like how Sharon, Ritika mentioned just now, in terms of you working on complex tasks, because it gives you the way and manner in which you need to walk through some of these tasks. And again, she talked about in terms of communication, because if you are thinking critically, then you'll be able to know how to communicate ethically with your colleague, because it's all about creative thinking and thinking out of the box, you know, because you have been critical in whatever thing that you are doing. So another thing again is about the problem solving. If, for instance, we are here at Moracle, we have different stages that we are working in, there we are using different tools. So if you are able to think critically and then you know how to solve complex issues here, trust me, then you'll be able to navigate through and then know what to do within your job. And that again, it's an important thing. And it's about you making also critical thinking will enable you to be making what we call informed decision making. You know, because if your decisions that you'll be making will be very informed, because you are thinking into results. You think before you speak, or you think before you talk anything so far. So it's like any information so far or decisions that the company is going to make, as long as you're there, you're thinking critically, it will be informed, and then it should be it will like it's enable everybody, or it will not be biased, and it's enable each and everyone to feel involved, because that's one of the key thing about someone thinking critically. A person that is not thinking critically will just say just what he or she wants to say randomly. But you thinking critically, you come up with decisions, making informed decisions that will enable each and everyone to feel involved, decisions that will make everyone to feel like, oh, we are not left out. So that's a good thing about critical thinking. So for me, this is my own take on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah, I like what you said about critical thinking, that to be more creative and innovative. I wasn't thinking about this, but yeah, now that I'm thinking and you mentioned, yeah, it's really helping you think outside of the box and think of new things and ideas. Thank you for your contribution. I think we can hear one more thoughts and ideas. If anyone else wants to go ahead and share anything. Okay, so it seems that we are okay and no one wants to add anything to our topic, to our discussion. So I think we can end our session for today. Thank you everyone for contributing and sharing your ideas and listening. And I hope you all have a great day and also great weekend. Thank you.